Coming up next, your boy Lil Boozy done got himself in some shit now, and we gonna talk about it. Stay tuned to the Jersey Street Corner Prison Talk Show.
It's JS Corner from the prison story massacres. I be telling stories about the pushers and the traffickers, trying to keep the YNs away from the bandits. Don't eat the honey bun, don't drink the coke, don't become another victim or the butt of a joke.
What up, what up, what up? We are back. Who am I? Jersey Street Corner, and this is the Prison Talk Show, people. So let's get into it. Now today I want to have a pre-prison talk. And I know y'all like, oh damn, Corner, I came for the story time. Don't waste my time. Come on, man. It's only gonna take 15 minutes of your time to hear what I gotta say about your boy Lil Boozy. Oh yeah, we gonna talk about your boy Lil Boozy today. Now, I'm a fan, don't get me wrong. And I've been listening to Boozy's music coming up for years. Now, if you a fan, or maybe even not a fan, you've been seeing him in the media. You've been seeing all the trouble that he's been into all these years and whatnot. And I gotta say, they've been giving him some easy breaks. But now, one subject I want to talk on real quick before I get to Boozy's situation is the difference in parole, probation, and maxing out. Yeah, I'm smoking for this one, y'all. We're going to talk about it. Now, let's say you commit a felony and they offering you, like, say, whether it be straight or a plea bargain, however the case is, they offering you 2 years in the state penitentiary. But on the flip side of that coin, they're like, listen, instead of that 2 years behind the wall, we're going to give you 6 years probation, which means you're going to have to regularly submit to urine analysis. You're going to have to regularly report. You have to get a job and stay gainfully employed through the whole 6 years. Not that that's a bad thing, y'all. I encourage that by all means. YNs, get a job. But the 2 years that you go into the prison system, now that's up to you if you decide out of that 2 years, oh, you can get parole off of that and do like a portion of that, and say you do maybe 12, 13 months off of that 2 years and you come home and do the rest on the streets on parole. That's up to you, and we'll touch that subject next. But probation, y'all, when they say probation, it's a trap. It's a straight up trap. And now, you're talking to somebody who's done 2 paroles and 4 probations. Violated probation, all of that. Never violated parole. But probation, a trap. Now, this is how they get you. Because y'all don't notice it. Y'all be thirsty to get back out to the streets and do a bunch of nothing. You weren't doing nothing in the first place. That's how you got here. You was out there doing some BS that you shouldn't have been doing anyway. That's how you landed where you at. So being in a rush to get back out there instead of taking care of the inevitable up front is a dummy move. And what I mean by that, if you got the option to stay in the county or stay in prison and finish your bid up, or go home and do the rest on probation, and you know that you can't do it. You know you got a habit. You know you can't stop smoking. You know you can't stop drinking. You know deep down you're going to go back out there and you're going to rob something. Don't take that probation, my boy, because they get more time out of you than you actually were supposed to serve. So the way probation works is you could come home and have maybe a 6 year probation, and you be doing good for 3 years. But they tell you up front, If you mess this probation up, you will face the original charge and start those behind the wall. So now you mess up 3 years in, you get the full actual sentence that you were supposed to serve. And you got to go back behind the wall. And now they got you in custody. You've been doing this for 3 years already. Now you're going to go back and do another 3 years. And after that, you're going to do a parole. Yeah. Now, when you max out, that means you saying, when I walk out of here, I got no parole, I got no probation, nothing. I'm done with the state. I'm done. Now, the only way that you're going to have a parole, even after a max out, is if you committed some crazy crime that was crazy violent. And they say, we're ordering you to still have maybe 2 or 5 years supervision after release. That a lot of times comes with M's and stuff of that nature. But for regular stuff, you max out, you done. Now, let's talk about Boozy. Oh, Boozy. Boozy, well, he first messed up when he got caught way back a couple of years ago with the hammer in the back of his, pocket. His jeans or whatever. Dude thinking he bigging him up, videotaping him, got Boozy up in here. Now you got Boozy indicted. Great job. If Boozy should have a problem with anybody, it should be that guy. Because that guy initially started the snowfall. Now, this incident that just happened in Texas recently, what do y'all think about that? Now, footage shows a hookah being thrown, but nothing shows Boozy throwing it. Do y'all think that the feds are just trying to pin anything on Boozy to get him behind those walls? It's like a badge of honor for the feds to lock a celebrity up. Yeah, I do know that, right? It's a badge. They throwing darts at a wall at different celebrities that they got their eye on. And whichever one that dart lands on, that's who they direct their attention to. That's kind of the mindset I get when I think of the FBI. Let's go get them. And once they're ready to go get you, it's no holds barred. They throwing everything but the kitchen sink at you. Now, of course, if you get into an altercation and a bum throw something at you and hit you or whatever, and you got to get staples and stitches and all that, you're not going to try and sue them. But if it's a celebrity standing right next to them, of course you're going to try and put the blame on them, like they told you to do it or they made them do it or something like that. Nah, they going to try and railroad Boozy all the way. Now, why did I have the whole spew about maxing out and probation and whatnot? Boozy been on probation. The feds been wanted Boozy. Now my thing is this. Originally, as far as the feds go, as far as I know to be facts, Boozy is only looking at 24 months in the feds. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I would have been done just went and got that time over with. Ain't no way in hell I'd have took probation as a celebrity and had them following me around the world and this and that and having to get permission to go and make my money doing shows. Nah, let me just do these 2 years and get it out the way, get it off paper. But now not only is he facing that 2 years that the feds want him for, he is possibly facing the Honorable Judge Boyd. If Judge Boyd gets a hold of Lil Boozy in her courtroom, what do y'all think is going to happen? Get in the comment box, y'all. I showed y'all proof. I told y'all Judge Boyd don't play no games. And he got into it in Texas, y'all. Why did Lil Boozy go to Texas? Because if his docket ends up in front of Judge Boyd or Judge West, oh, y'all don't know about Judge Raquel West, do y'all? Rocky West, she ain't playing no games either. Oh, Texas will smoke your boots, fam. So, Boozy, I hope you got a better defense than that dude that you showed up to court with. Now, I'm not going to take nothing from the brother, but he looks like your co-defendant. I mean, spiff it up a little bit, bro. Now, like I said, he's probably very intelligent, but some of the things I heard didn't sound too intelligent. So again, take care of this man. Boozy ain't do nothing. I saw the footage. Leave Boozy alone. Because at Boozy's age, he don't need to be facing a 2-year Fed sentence plus a 5-year assault charge. Things get real rocky in the prison. And at this age, I don't think Boozy want to go up in there. Now, all this nonsense with him going back and forth with 1090 Jake, come on, y'all. Stop it. Like 1090 said, he was a fan, he is a fan. And he don't even kick it with Boozy like that. So, I don't know why Boozy would even reply back to him in the DM for him to be showing it on the screen and all that. But content is content. And 1090 is killing it. Boozy, you gotta pick better friends, Boozy. Because your friends wouldn't let you have been around that atmosphere for it to be so volatile. That is your flaw. Pick better friends. Get better advice. Now me, I'm no lawyer. I can't give that kind of advice. All I can give is street advice, which I'm sure you got plenty of. Leave them hammers alone. Leave them hookahs alone. Because when they start flying, they pointing the fingers at you, Boozy. Now, again, y'all, if I was you, Boozy, I would just go ahead and get that 2 years out the way. You still young enough to where you go to the feds. You'd be better off in the feds than the state. Not gonna lie. But go ahead and get that 2 years out the way. And pay your fines, man. Pay your fines. Finish that community service. I saw, your PO messed up. You asked for permission. He didn't see it. But let me ask you something, Boozy. Did he give you the permission? If he didn't see your email, then that in turn makes me believe he didn't authorize you to go do that show. So, come on, Boozy. You got time over your head. You got money on your wrist. You got to think smarter than that. Black excellence, my guy. And again, I salute you for being one of the pioneers in this culture. But I need you to stand up for the YNs out here, Boozy. I need you to show them a different way. Show them, Boozy. Show them. Don't tell them, show them. Now, Boozy is currently out on an $85,000 bond. You know what, Boozy? If I was you, I wouldn't even leave the crib. I mean, with all the bread you got to have everything you want in your crib. If not, that's crazy work. But, bro, I wouldn't even go to the gas station, the corner store, nowhere while I'm out on that bond. Because if you get in trouble while you out on this $85,000 bond, Boozy, they are gonna smoke your boots. No contest. And the judge ain't gonna want to hear no crying. She ain't gonna want to hear no pleas. She gonna look at the state and say, "State, do you have anything to say?" And the state gonna look at you. That prosecutor gonna look at you up and down. Then he gonna look at your attorney. And let's just say he gonna unleash hellfire on you if you get in any trouble while you are out on bond. So, I say all that to say this. Now, I'm not going to be going back and forth in no inboxes and getting back up on here and doing videos and showing y'all, oh, look what he said to me, to this and that, and this and that. Whether Boozy responded to me or not, that wasn't what the purpose of the video was. This was no shot at 1090. And by the way, 1090 Jake, I will never hit your DM to give you that availability to be showing my shit online like that. That's not happening. But cordial interactions, hey, it is what it is. But that was not the intention. The intention was to bring to light to the YNs out here, even the biggest celebrities, the biggest goons out here that you know of or have ever heard of, face legal problems. And when those legal problems start to knocking at the door, there is no running. There is no hiding. Do your research. The FBI has taken down many, many rappers, actors, singers, you name it. Yeah. There's a certain way you gotta live your life and play this game. And you can't be half on this side, half on that side. It's gotta be all in or nothing. So, all I know is, Boozy, you got this. Just stay up, bruh. Stay up and listen to what them people telling you, man. Cause they fitting to smoke your boots if you don't. Alright, y'all, listen. This was just a quick one. Just a real quick one to gauge and see where y'all at on this Lil Boozy situation. Get in the comment box. Go off. Let me know if y'all think Lil Boozy should go to feds or state. Or if they should just free Boozy. Period. Let me know what y'all think in the comment box, y'all. Woo! That was a lot of smoke. There's a lot of smoke up in here, boy. Good luck, Boozy. Good luck. It's your boy JS Corner. I'm out.
It's JS Corner from the prison story massacres. I be telling stories about the pushers and the traffickers, trying to keep the YNs away from the bandits. Don't eat the honey bun, don't drink the coke, don't become another victim or the butt of a joke. Don't close both eyes when you sleep or get choked. When you go to the mess hall, sit with your team, cause if you sit with some punk boy, you can get seen, then you can get dealt with. Prison justice like you never felt it. I be taking y'all back to stories of the helpless. That lava I spit, get your boy stories melted. I spit about prison justice cause I dealt it. And you a real hater if you can't respect it. All that bullshit, yeah, I'm here to check that. Any confrontation, I'ma show up. Bet that. You a real hater, I'm here to address that. When it comes to storytelling, I'm the best at. You a real hater, I'm